Hey Patriots, this video is going to show you our two main options for our man-to-man offense. We're going to show you going to the right and going to the left. If you go to the right, the point guard is going to call out any name that starts with R, Rambo, Rumpelstiltskin, whatever, and everybody knows is going to the right. If they call out Larry or something like that, it's going to go to the left. We're going to start by showing you Rambo, and then we'll reset and do a Larry. As you can see on the board, we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 set up just like the first video. I only have 2 red chips, which represent the defenders. The reason I did that is because I just want to make it a little bit less congested for the video. Obviously, there's going to be 5 defenders on the court at all times, but we're only putting the defenders on that are going to be picked. Our offense is going to be a pick and roll offense. It's going to depend on good picking to allow our smaller point guards and smaller players to create space between them and the defender and get some open shots. So we're going to be working on setting good picks, and I'll say a few things about that in this video, but we'll be reinforcing that in practice. We've left the names on the board so you have a good idea of what your player needs to learn as far as the position. Okay, let's get started with a Rambo. We're going to give the number 1 player the ball. He's going to be coming down yelling Rambo. And once he yells Rambo, everyone knows it goes to the right, starts with R. And we're going to have 2 picks being set up at the same time for a Rambo and for a Larry, but on different sides. On the Rambo, he is going to be going to the right, signified by the R word, and the players on the right, the 2 and 4, are going to come up and set a double pick on his defender. The idea is to set a confining pick on 2 sides of that player to make it very, very difficult for them to chase the one player as he comes around and rubs him off on the defenders. The idea is to get separation so he can have a fast break to the lane, so he can drive to the basket. The goal is to always go all the way to the basket and shoot a layup if you have the lane. If not, we're going to have other options. Because as this pick is being set, at the same time, we're going to have a low pick being set where the number 3 player comes to set a pick for the number 5 player. And this number 5 player is going to rub off his player and roll and also drive to the basket on the opposite side at the same time that the number 1 player is coming down. So this number 1 player, again, option 1 is if he has the lane, go all the way and shoot the layup. If any of these other defenders settle on him, then he has the option to pass to number 5, who also would go all the way to shoot the layup if he has it. Or if he has a jump shot a little farther out, that's an option. This number 4 player and number 2 player also have jobs to do after they successfully set a good pick. Number 2 player is going to assume the number 1 position role, and I'll explain why here in a second. Number 4 player is going to turn and drive the lane as well, being cognizant of what the play is allowing. If these guys are in position, you don't want to bring more crowding down here, just hang back and wait. If these guys are guarded, he can look for a pass and shoot as well, but he drives down to the middle. The reason that we want the number 2 player to come up here is they are the defender against a fast break. If number 1 shoots a layup and misses it and a defender gets it, we don't want to have a fast break developed by them throwing the ball down court and have nobody on them. So the number 2 player's number 1 job is to play defense if a fast break develops from a rebound that's retrieved by the opposite team. Number 3 is also going to, after they set the pick, come in and crash the boards because we want, obviously, to rebound any missed shots and put it back up. If for whatever reason the play stalls out and there's no shot, everybody can reset and set the play back up as best as they can. One could come to the 2 spot, Since the 2 person's already here, pass it back up and reset. All right, now let's reset it back up and talk about show a Larry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to move the defender over to here. And if the point guard comes down and yells Larry, that means the play is going to go to the left. So the players on the left are going to come up and set that double pick here. And the player 1 is going to rub him off here, drive to the lane. Same thing here, come set a pick, roll around. It's just like the other play except on the opposite side. 5 will roll down, 3 will then assume the top position, 2 will crash the boards. And that's our Larry and Ralph offense.